All right, this video is just a real quick video here underwater from the front, and we like to just show this just to kind of see a little bit more of what our hands are doing as we're coming in. So Marco, the first thing we want to talk about is this hand position here. It's a little bit too far. So here's the center of your body. What you really like to do is like to see your hand staying out in this position here and then bending right past those shoulder line, okay? You don't want to go quite so far across as you have there. As your hand starts to go in, you can see your hand is pressing too far down. What we like to do is make sure that the hand and the shoulder rolls forward, keep it close to the surface, then bend that elbow at the top so that your hand comes underneath the water. Keeping your elbow a little bit higher, okay? So if we can work on just kind of pushing your hand forward and not so much down, you're going to lengthen out your strokes more like we're looking to see. You can see how straight that arm is underwater. At this point, we should already have a high elbow and a bend. Here's where your shoulder line is, and your hand's out past that shoulder line. We want to see that elbow bend so that the hand comes in more in this position there. Okay? You can see right here, this is really kind of the bend we want to see. It's a little bit further in than we want, but again, that's about more what we're looking for. This position here, this hand, you're going a little bit to the middle. We want to see those hands enter right at shoulder width apart, okay? It's just like your butterfly where your shoulder width apart. We don't want that hand crossing over the middle of your body. You do a much better job of pushing forward on that right hand than you do on the left hand. You can see this hand stays a little bit more shallow right here than your left hand. So that looks good, Marco. But we want to make sure we get that left hand doing the same. Now right here, this is a good strong pull. Here's your shoulder. Your hand is exactly where it needs to be. So the right side looks good, Marco. Well done, buddy. Again, the one other thing, remember, open up those hands a little bit. We've seen some video where your fingers were open a little more. So just make sure you open those hands a little bit. Make that pad a little wider. Again, here's the center of your body, and let's look at how far over that hand is. You got to be careful because that does create some shoulder problems down the road if we don't fix it, okay? Well done.